All right, it is now time for Weather Word Wednesday, and today's word is solar eclipse.
Meteorologist Jacob Morris explains.
In just a couple days, a total solar eclipse will cut up through the country from Texas through the Northeast with that path of totality. Here in North Dakota, we'll see about 50 to 60% of the sun blocked by the moon, everything lining up in our solar system. That'll happen midday to afternoon on Monday, April 8th. Here in North Dakota. But there's some interesting weather impacts within that path of totality, that narrow strip where the moon completely blocks the sun as this shadow goes throughout the United States from southwest to northeast. The main weather impact being that the temperature drops fairly significantly in especially drier climates. This is with a clear sky in place. Temperature can drop up to 10 degrees or more. The sun's heating is lost, and therefore you don't have the ground heating the air, and that allows for maybe even a little bit of a mini temperature inversion where you have the cool air near the ground and some warmer air aloft. Here's an example from Carbondale, Illinois during a total solar eclipse in 2017. During that path of totality, you had the temperature drop from 90 degrees to the low to middle 80s. Then we also can see lighter winds and a change in the wind direction. With that reduction in temperatures, there's not as much warm air rising and mixing going on. Also related to, again, you have that loss of solar heating. Therefore, you don't have as much convection going on. What that means is enough rising moist air to condense and form puffy cumulus clouds. Those can dissipate just before and during that path of totality. Think about it with a pot of boiling water. If you take it off that burner, you're going to lose that convection, lose that bubbling water in that pot. Similar story here, where you can have those clouds dissipate with the loss of convection. The large, thick clouds won't dissipate, though, as we go through the eclipse totality path. Now, a very rare thing that could form is some thunderstorms on the edge of the path of totality. If there's a drastic and quick enough temperature drop, you can have that cool air undercutting some warm, moist air just outside the path of totality to form enough instability for some thunderstorms. And an interesting one is that animal behavior will change. A lot of animals will go into their normal nighttime routine because that sun is blocked completely by the moon. And don't forget your eclipse glasses. We also have some instructions on our website for a DIY solar viewer if you want to take part in viewing the partial solar eclipse here in North Dakota, but also a lot of interesting impacts with the total solar eclipse elsewhere across the country.
Some pretty cool places that you can go to see the eclipse. One is Niagara Falls. Austin, Texas is a huge city nowadays, and you have family going to
That's right.
Indiana.
My brother's packing up his kids.
Yeah.
They're heading to see it.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool across the country. And then we have one in about 10, 15 years, then another one too. I think it's like 2044 where Williston will actually be in the path of totality.
How long?
Like 2044. It's a long time.
Wow.
So,
You gotta wait. Put it on your calendar, though.
Yeah, that'll be on my calendar.
We'll meet you there.
Okay.
road trip. Maybe that's our road trip that we can finally get, right? All right.